all know that when something positive happens for an athlete, their cards go up in value. Whether they make a Super Bowl, win a Super Bowl, win an MVP award, whatever it is, when something good happens, the demand for their cards go up, and when the demand for their cards go up, the value of their cards go up as well. One of the things that can happen for a retired player is they can make the Hall of Fame. There are a lot of players that won't make the Hall of Fame. There are a lot of players that will make the Hall of Fame. And there are some players that might make the Hall of Fame. So what we want to do is, if we can anticipate who will make the Hall of Fame, and we know that will boost their demand, because there are a lot of collectors out there who collect rookie cards of Hall of Famers or just cards of Hall of Famers. They'll have runs of different years of the Hall of Fame players in that set. So demand will go up when a player makes the Hall of Fame. We pretty much know that, but we don't always know who will get elected. If we look at past history on what happens to card values, and we look at who and statistically what tends to make people reach the Hall of Fame, we can maybe have a pretty good prediction as to who might be next. And if we know who's going to be in the Hall of Fame soon, and we buy their cards before that occurs, we are set to make a pretty solid profit.
All right, so again, we have a lot of players who will be making the Hall of Fame over the next few years. And if we can figure out who they are, and we can anticipate that, and we can buy their cards beforehand, I think we can make a profit. Check this out. Gil Hodges recently made the Hall of Fame. And if you look on the list, what we have on the right is it is the value of his card, his rookie card. And this is a 1949 rookie, so I chose 4s for this. But when you look at what the cards were going for before it was announced that he was elected to the Hall of Fame. And then up above, you'll see what the card went for after he was elected. This is the same grade. Once he was elected, the value of his rookie card at least doubled, maybe more than doubled, depending on if you're looking at the last one or kind of the average. Card went way up. That same year, Jim Cott made the Hall of Fame. Now, his card was going for under $100 for his rookie before it was announced that he made the Hall of Fame. Now, that Veterans Committee group, and they've changed the name of it recently, usually announces in early December which veterans make the Hall of Fame. But his card was routinely going for under $100. And then in the 6 months after he made the Hall of Fame, it was going for $200 to $250. Again, pretty much doubled once he was chosen to be a Hall of Famer. Now, the next player coming up, Minnie Minoso, I think he's one that a lot of us expected to make the Hall of Fame. So I think a lot of his Hall of Fame value is already kind of built into the price. And when we look on the bottom there's the one that was a miscut, so we have to kind of overlook that one. But the other ones, after he made the Hall of Fame, it maybe went up a little. There was a little spike there right afterwards. But they definitely went up, but not as dramatic as some of the others. Again, I think that's because he was already a popular player, played for a big market team, and I think a lot of us were expecting him to make the Hall of Fame anyway. Now, as we continue to look at 2 more examples, you're going to see that, again, there was a huge spike. So we've got Tony Oliva here. Again, on the bottom, you'll see the red line across. In each, that's representing when it was announced that the player was elected to the Hall of Fame. But on the bottom there, you'll see, a pretty solid price. This is a 63 rookie card, and that 63 set is so tough. anybody of any value has quite a steep price in that set. But then you look up above, and once he was nominated, again, pretty much doubles the value, the price of the card. So many more people collect Hall of Famers for their Hall of Fame runs, their Hall of Fame collection, and it just kind of gives the player a whole nother, realm that they fall into for collectors, that pretty consistently, when these veteran players are being elected into the Hall of Fame, their card is at least doubling. And then most recently, actually this one was before the others, this was in about 2000, Ted Simmons was elected to the Hall of Fame. And again, look at his price before he went into the Hall of Fame versus the price after the Hall of Fame. So out of the 5, and this is really the last 5 veterans that have been elected, one in 2000 and then a couple in 2022, or a few, you'll see that it pretty much doubles the price. So if we can get in and figure out who's going to be elected to the Hall of Fame, and we can figure out who the next person is, who the next player is, and we can buy their cards before they're elected, we're I think it's fair to say, we can kind of expect about 100% profit. Now, does this always happen? Of course not. Just like the Mini Minoso and a player who we I think were planning on him making the Hall and already had a lot of notoriety. When that happens, it's not going to jump as much, but it's still going to jump. So, first player, we're going to look at 10 that a lot of people think have Hall of Fame potential. 10-time All-Star, won an MVP, 4-time Gold Glove, almost a 300 career average, 2-time NLCS MVP, and a World Series MVP. So you say, that's a pretty good stat line. This is a player that I think a lot of people would put on the short list of upcoming possible Veterans Committee Hall of Fame type players. So think to yourself, do you know who this is that is possibly going to be a near Hall of Famer, or will be a Hall of Famer in the near future, I should say? Steve Garvey. So what is his rookie card going for? Well, this is in the 70s, so I chose a 7. And his rookie card in a 7 is currently going for about $131. So if he were elected to the Hall of Fame, and it may not be this year, it may not be next year, but it might be soon, I think that we can anticipate a jump in value. All right, the next player, a 3-time All-Star. 3 times, that's all? Well, 2-time Silver Slugger, 8-time Gold Glover, won an AL MVP or AL home run title, had almost 2,500 hits and 385 career home runs. A lot of people think Dwight Evans has a good shot of making the Hall of Fame through the Veterans Committee. Now, again, they've changed the format and the names of it, but it's basically still the same thing. But his rookie card in a 7 is right around $70. So say he does make it, I think it's going to go way up. This next player, a 7-time All-Star, 2-time MVP, 5-time Gold Glover, 4-time Silver Slugger, 2 times won the NL home run title, 2 times was the RBI leader, almost 400 home runs and over 2,000 hits. And this is another player that when you're talking about who might be making the Hall of Fame has a good chance, a lot of people think Dale Murphy. Now, Dale Murphy's rookie card is a 77, so it's a little bit newer, but in a 7, it's only $45. So what will happen if Dale Murphy makes the Hall of Fame? Well, I think his card values will jump. and I think his rookie card will jump. A lot of people want Hall of Fame rookies. Now, this next one is a 4-time All-Star, but check this out. 288 career wins. There are only a couple of players with more career wins not in the Hall of Fame, and one of them is Roger Clemens. So, 288 career wins, a 3.34 career ERA, and well over 2,000 strikeouts. Tommy John. Now, Tommy John's rookie card in a 6 is $21.49. I think it's safe to say if he makes it, it will go way up. And again, there are not many people with more career wins than him that aren't in the Hall of Fame. A lot of people think he's got a good shot. All right, next player up, a 7-time All-Star, won an AL MVP, was a NL Rookie of the Year, twice was the AL Home Run Champ, an AL RBI leader, career batting average just under 300, and, quite a few career home runs is Dick Allen. Now, a Dick Allen card, his rookie card in a 6 is $110. He missed making the Hall of Fame on the last Veterans Committee vote by 1 vote. He needed 12 of the 16 votes, and he got 11. So he was literally 1 vote short of getting in the same time as Minnie Minoso and Jim Cott and others. All right, so next up, career highlights, 7-time All-Star, won an MVP, 3-time Gold Glover, 3-time Silver Slugger, 2-time was a batting champion, also was an RBI leader, career batting average of almost 300, and 2,700 hits. Now, 3,000 hits is the magic number, not far from that. But, this is quite a career. Twice a batting champ, almost 3,000 hits. Dave Parker. Dave Parker's got quite a resume. And his rookie card in a 7 is only $52. I think Dave Parker gets in. And now, when will he get in? I don't know. But I think in my lifetime, Dave Parker gets in. It may not be that far from now. Because, MVP, 7-time All-Star, 3 Silver Slugger. That's a resume. Next up, 7-time All-Star, an AL MVP, an AL Rookie of the Year, 3-time Gold Glover, almost 300 batting average, 2 times won a World Series. Now, some of us might recognize this one, but this guy's career was cut short, which is why his career numbers weren't as high. And the position that he plays is a position that is not going to accumulate quite the same number of stats. But Thurman Munson. Thurman Munson's rookie card is a little bit more expensive, and that's probably a result of the fact that he's from a big market and he's got kind of this name recognition to him that some don't. But $242 for his rookie, I think it's going to go up if he makes the Hall. Next player, 5-time All-Star, a Rookie of the Year as well, 3-time Gold Glover, 4-time Silver Slugger, 2,369 career hits, and won a World Series. Whenever you see a Silver Slugger, that says a lot to me. That's a lot of career hits, but Lou Whitaker, his rookie card in a 7 is $17. Again, let's not forget, it's a good $25 just to get the card graded. So if you get it in a 7, that's a nice card. And it's already in a holder, and it's $17. Now, will he make it? That's a lot of hits. Middle infielders aren't going to have the same level of offensive prowess. I think he's got a chance. Next up, 11-time All-Star, won an NL MVP, 5-time Gold Glover, an RBI leader, won a World Series, has over 2,000 career hits as well. Again, a pretty darn good resume. Played on a very good team for a number of years. And you got this one? I bet you don't. This player is one that I really think is on the short list. Ken Boyer. About $95 for a 55 tops, which is his rookie. Now, if he makes the Hall of Fame, I see this card jumping quite a bit. And again, you look at that resume, he's on the list. He's on the short list of people that are being considered. Next up, we have a 6-time All-Star, also won an MVP, 9-time Gold Glover, 3-time Silver Slugger, won a batting title, won an RBI title, career batting average is over 300, 2,153 career hits, and this is a player whose career was shortened due to ongoing continuous injuries. So who do you think this one is? Well, again, I think it's quite a resume, but how much bigger would the resume be if injuries were not continuing to get him? Well, this player is the one, the only Don Mattingly, and his rookie card is $52.08 for his premier rookie card. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if Mattingly makes it. I think he does. And it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out for him. So, 10 guys that I think are on the short list of being veteran committee players into the Hall of Fame. What do you think? Did I miss one? Which of those do you think has the best chance? And shouldn't we be going and getting their cards now before?